what?
Music box just went off.
It did.
It was not long ago we walked through this door and we were already having experiences in here.
Yes.
There's a reason they say this is the most haunted house in Indiana.
Whoa.
What? I hear a voice.
People have told us that there's something evil here. People have said that it can be very difficult to stay the night here at the Monroe House. Dude, it is so cold in here.
Really?
Like, it was chilly to begin with, but it's like cold now.
Are you making it cold in there where he's at?
And we heard about the Monroe House because of the evil that is said to be contained within these walls.
Ah! Oh, God!
I am really excited for tonight because tonight we are going to be spending the night in the infamous Monroe House.
Yes, we are. I'm excited for this one. It's been a long time coming.
And we heard about the Monroe House because of the evil that is said to be contained within these walls. There's stories of rituals that opened up doorways for dark and evil and malicious entities to enter. And this place is said to be so scary. Apparently there have been investigators that have left in the middle of the night because of what they experienced in here.
Well, we're going to put that to the test this evening.
And probably one of the most interesting stories from the Monroe House is the actual human remains that were found in the basement.
That's right, yeah.
Nobody knew why this place was haunted. It was mysteriously unhistorical. But in 2016, they actually found bones in the basement crawl space of this house, human remains that were over 100 years old. This place is said to be extremely haunted, extremely terrifying, and I'm ready to get in here and spend the night.
Me too. Let's go check it out.
Let's go check it out.
Isolated. Every window in this house is covered over with paper or plastic, blocking out almost all light. And our view of the outside world, a fitting embodiment of its own history, which still stands shrouded in mystery to this day.
We are now inside the infamous house with stories of evil, malevolent entities attacking people, with ritualistic things buried in the basement, and of course the famous discovery from Nick and Katrina on their investigation with Paranormal Lockdown when they found actual human remains buried in the basement of this house.
Yes, they did. Only adding to the creepy mystery of this place.
And that's one of the places that I have been wanting to see for a long time. But we don't have a tour guide here.
We do not.
We don't have anyone to show us around. They just told us to come in, and we are gonna have to explore this house and try and find where that basement is and where everything is. So.
You wanna go try and find the basement?
Let's go try and find it.
Let's do it.
While not much about the history of the Monroe House is known, it's believed the foundation was laid in the 1860s. Records do show that for the first century, no one was able to live in the house for more than a year. And in the 1990s, rumors spread around Hartford City, Indiana, of occult rituals taking place inside the house. Could this be where the nickname Demon House stems from? Walking around alone, searching for the basement, we can't help but notice the energy of this house. We've investigated hundreds of haunted locations, but for some reason, the spooky and charged atmosphere of the Monroe House has me on edge.
Whoa. It was just me closing the door, man. It's okay. It's okay.
God, that scared the shit out of me.
What are in these doors?
Locked. The basement.
Shall we?
I guess let's head down here, down to the infamous basement of the Monroe House.
Let's do it. It looks creepy from what I can see already.
Yeah. This is it right here, isn't it?
Yes, from what I remember.
This is where this is the crawl space where they crawled in and ended up finding the bones. Maybe not.
Yeah, it is.
Is it?
Yeah.
Because it's all blocked off in here.
wow. Oh, wow.
Well, here we go. Let's see. Going in. All right. Whew. I made it.
The whole thing is carpeted?
Yeah, it's carpeted in here.
Like all the way back?
Yes.
What in the world? Hold on, I think I'm coming.
Okay.
Hi.
Hi, you made it. This is all the further it goes back in.
Oh, it is?
Yeah. Hey, Dave, come in here.
Why?
No, just come here. Come here.
Okay. I'm here.
Look to your right.
Why?
No, just look up.
Nope, I'm leaving. I'm not even gonna look. I don't even want to see it. What is it? No, don't tell me. Let me get out first, or else I'm gonna break a bone. I'm serious. I'm all right. What was it?
It was a cave cricket. Right there.
That is why we don't face our fears. We just accept them.
The basement is really creepy, and that crawl space, knowing they found human remains back in there, that is very surreal. But I think the creepiest part of the house so far for me is right up above our heads. As soon as we walked through that closed door and into this section of the house, it was a different energy.
Yeah, I would have to agree with that so far. I've noticed so far throughout here, there's a lot of Ouija boards.
Yeah.
I just wonder if all the Ouija boards are going to add anything to tonight.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, if this place is a portal for dark spirits to enter and come through from its ritualistic past, even if they're not used, I mean, they may be used, I don't know, but it only amplifies the energy.
Yeah. Yes,
So.
it does. It smells like cedar in here.
It does. The second floor is actually chilly.
Do we go in there?
Yeah. Oh, wow. That's very weird. There's a little baby doll in a bassinet. Well, actually, that's a stroller. That's kind of creepy. That's very creepy. Use the Ouija board at your own risk.
Did you see the board though?
It's behind me here, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, they have it all set up.
A huge coffee table Ouija board.
That is interesting.
There's so many rooms in here.
I know, it's crazy. When you see this place from the outside, it's like you would never expect that there's this many rooms in here.
No. Did you just say hey?
I didn't say anything.
I just heard somebody go
Behind you?
right in this area right here. I can't tell.
Huh.
That one of these had to have picked that up. It was like, hey. Did you just say hey? Did you just say hey?
It just shows you, we literally just walked through the door.
Yeah?
It was not long ago we walked through this door and we were already having experiences in here.
Yes.
There's a reason they say this is the most haunted house in Indiana. But with the sun very quickly descending and it almost being dark outside, I think it's about time for us to get ready to set up abandonment here and see what the Monroe House holds.
Let's do it.
The most haunted house in Indiana. Let's see if it holds up to its reputation.
Let's see what it has to offer. Let's do it.
As night falls over the Monroe House, we set up cameras, audio recorders, and equipment throughout the house and prepare to leave to go get dinner. Using this abandonment technique, we'll see if any paranormal activity occurs when the house is completely empty. On this abandonment, we were gone for 1 hour and 15 minutes. So Dave had to watch almost 5 hours of footage and 3 hours of audio between the 4 cameras and 2 audio recorders. And 3 of the 4 cameras captured absolutely nothing unexplained or unusual. But this camera on the 2nd floor, this camera was different. Watch the bottom of the frame. 1 minute after the sound of impact on metal, a shadowy but transparent mass moves over the entire bottom of the camera frame, and then recedes back down. When I remove the saturation from the clip and increase the contrast, it becomes even more noticeable. What is this shadowy mass? Could this be the dark energy that is said to plague the Monroe House, physically appearing on camera?
Rolling. Okay. We are just beginning the night. We're starting out with solos. Dave is going by himself to the basement. I'm going to be by myself on this 2nd floor. And this is such a big house. I don't think there's going to be any contamination. We'll find out. This is the Monroe House. Paranormal Quest.
All right, so I'm getting my solo mission started here in the basement of the Monroe House. I've got another camera set up right over here and a millimeter and recorder on the steps right over here. And not gonna lie, it's a little creepy down here.
All right, so what I'm going to do, I am going to do an experiment with this TV set right here. When you plug this old TV set in behind me, what it's going to do is it's going to turn on, it's going to click on white noise, and I'm going to try and see if that will help me be able to communicate with whoever is here.
For anybody that is in here, in the Monroe House, any spirits that are in here, my name is Dave. And we were given permission by Eddie to be in here tonight. And we've come a long way to talk to you. So if there's anybody here, there's a little device over there on the steps that has an orange light on it. If you'd like, you can walk up to that, try and touch it, and it'll let me know that you're here.
My goal is to use the white noise from this old TV in hopes any spirits can use it to speak. Many people believe entities can use white noise frequencies to make their voices audible. This is the goal of this experiment.
Let's get that TV set kicked on. Move the baby doll. Oh, God! I didn't even touch that.
I'm confused. At the moment the ceramic horse fell from its position atop the small TV, I wasn't making any contact with the counter, and I hadn't even touched the doll again to set it back upright. I guess it could be possible that the vibrations from the floor caused it to fall, but earlier in the night, we got these shots. Both Dave and I were walking around this counter with the camera slider resting on it. If the horse didn't fall then, in a time with a much greater vibration of the counter, why did it fall now? It seemed pretty sturdy sitting atop the TV. With so many factors, we can't claim this as paranormal evidence, but it is very strange.
That was very weird. I did not touch that. If there's someone in here, can you pull energy from this TV right here to be able to talk to me?
You know, neither one of us are here to harm you or anything like that. We just want to talk and have a conversation with you. If that's something you'd be willing to do. Just wanting to have a conversation is all.
Was that you who pushed that horse off of the TV? I thought I heard a voice just come through that dude. Was that you who pushed that horse off of the TV? Come through and talk. Can you talk through that static, through that white noise? Can you speak through the white noise?
Are you able to tell me why it is that some people's spirits get trapped here and some don't? Are you able to tell me that? If you could you go up and say hi to my friend Ryan? He's upstairs. He's on the top floor.
Are you around me right now? I can feel someone here with me.
So far, guys, it's been pretty quiet down here for me. Hopefully, Ryan. As I say that, I heard something upstairs. So far, guys, it's been pretty quiet down here for me. Hopefully, Ryan. Hopefully, Ryan. Who built this house? Did you guys hear that? Did you guys hear that? This is supposedly a very dark room in here. Well, hello to anybody who's in the house here with us. As you probably already know, my name is Dave, this is Ryan, and we've just come here to try and speak with you tonight.
What was that?
Not sure.
It's a pretty loud thump.
Come on, if you're in here with us, do something like this. Can you do that?
What was that?
I don't know, something behind me. Very, very light tap.
You want to go in this first room over here?
Yeah. Well, here we are. We heard a lot of stories about this house. People have told us that there's something evil here. People have said that it can be very difficult to stay the night here at the Monroe House. That's what we came to experience.
Can you give us that experience? Can you knock on something? Push something over, throw something at us? Close the door to this room? Anything.
All right. Dave's got a device in his hand. But if you speak directly into that dish, he'll be able to hear your voice. If you'll speak to us, use my energy. You can take as much of my energy as you want in order to make something happen. That's why we're here. Once you come up to me and take my energy, go over there and talk into that dish for Dave so that he can hear your voice. Whoa.
What?
I hear a voice. That was weird. You didn't hear that through the dish? I couldn't tell where it was coming from.
Hello? Please.
Can you come out and speak to us?
Whose bones were those that they found in the basement?
Okay, I'm gonna cut on the parabolic for a little bit.
Okay.
Ryan's setting up the music box.
Cool. We're gonna walk down the hallway. You can play with that if you want. We're not gonna make you perform for us. If you want, you can follow us. There it goes. Come on. The actual board is upstairs. If you want us to go up and play with the Ouija board, can you go over and make that music box go off for us? Stand right in front of it if you'll talk to us through the board. Did you hear that?
What?
Music box just went off.
It did.
Just to confirm, can you stand in front of the music box?
So there's a box right here that I have. And we're gonna use the board. I have a really, oh my God, I got like chills all the way up my back. Really? Yes. Like from the bottom of my back right here, it just went all the way up and the hair on my head stood up. All right. There's a box right back here. If you can hear my voice, can you come up and talk through that? Does somebody want us to use this board in front of us? If there's a spirit in here and you would like us to use this board, can you say yes or no through the radio? Change this up a little bit. I'm going to speed this up. What will happen to us if we use this board? You're a man underneath of it. You know, if you don't want to be in here with us, I don't know. You know, if you don't want to be in here with us, My name is Ryan, this is Dave, we're here to talk to you. What's your name? Walk right down that hallway and into this room.
Occasionally, a few of the voices coming through the spirit box were actually relevant to our questions, and it seemed like someone or something wanted us to use this board.
If there's a spirit in here and you would like us to use this board, can you say yes or no through the radio?
But we've never actually used one before, partially because of their reputation, but mostly because the movement of the planchette is so susceptible to human error, contamination, or even deception. It can't be considered objective evidence because we can't prove to you at home that we aren't moving the planchette across the board, consciously or subconsciously. But touching the planchette may trigger a response from the spirits or entities who wanted us to use this board, and that may cause more paranormal activity to happen around us. So that's exactly what we do. But strangely, as soon as we touch this board, all the activity stops. The voices stop coming through the spirit box, and the feeling of energy that I've been feeling up to this point leaves. We sit here for 35 more minutes, hoping for something to tell us why the paranormal activity brought us to this room, but that answer never comes. So we decide that it's finally time to go back to the place that we've been avoiding all night and investigate the crawl space where the human remains were found.
Oh. Okay. I'm in the crawl space. Got it. Yes. Sitting down right here. Okay, I am in the crawl space. I am officially in the crawl space where they found the bones. Someone was buried down here underneath the house in this crawl space, and we're going to try and do an Estes method. Try and see if we can communicate with anyone. It is dark in here.
Is it?
That is for sure. It is very dark. All right, I'm getting ready to start the sweep. Dave, are you ready?
Yes.
All right. The sweep is starting.
Okay, so Ryan is back in there where they found...
Right there.
Ryan's back in the crawl space where they found some bones. Were those your bones? I want you to listen to my questions and go give your answers.
There was a male voice. I couldn't make it out.
And go give your answers to
It
Ryan
was distant.
over the radio. Can you please tell Ryan your name?
Ryan.
Tell Ryan what your name is.
Oh, you do?
In the moment, with voices coming and going so quickly, it's easy to misunderstand some of the messages coming through, but that's why we record the spirit box and sync it up for you to hear. These two voices make me think that someone was trying to figure out how to communicate with us, not realizing they were already speaking.
Ryan.
Tell Ryan what your name is. So can you tell Ryan the name of the person who was buried in there?
I'm getting a cold breeze through here for some reason. Wow, it got really cold.
Are you making it cold in there where he is? Can you
Dude,
do
it
this?
is so cold in here.
Really?
Like, it was chilly to begin with, but it's like cold now. Cold.
Are you making it cold in there where Ryan
And I
is?
was distracted, but there was a voice that spoke right as soon as I was saying that.
Come on, if you can, talk to Ryan a little bit louder. Are you making it cold in there where he's at? So let's go back to the body that was buried in there. Or bodies. How many? Were you murdered and buried there?
There were a few voices coming through a few minutes ago, but now it's just like fallen completely silent. All I hear is the sweeping.
Was somebody murdered and their body placed in there? What was that person's name? Can you tell us that? The person who was buried in there, what was their name?
The spirits of the Monroe House, it's about time for us to get some sleep. Because we're going to have to take off and drive all the way home here in about 4 hours. If you did say anything or you did speak to us, we really appreciate it.
Even if you tried and we didn't get it, we appreciate you trying.
As we grab our sleeping bags and choose our sleeping rooms, we try and prepare to get a few hours of sleep before our scheduled departure time. But we can't help but think about all of the strange occurrences that happened tonight.
Move the baby doll. Oh, God!
Whoa.
I hear a voice. The Monroe House provided us with data in the moment, and data that we'd only discover on review.
Do you guys hear that?
And even though this wasn't the most exciting and terrifying night of investigating, we believe the Monroe House is filled with ghostly residents who still speak to this day.
And I think we should be good, so. Alright. Grab this. Ready?
Let's do it.
After you. Thank you. Alright. Well, guys, we just woke up. Did you get any sleep last night, Dave?
No. No, I did not.
But that's the name of the game. Sometimes these old haunted buildings aren't really as comfortable as you would think they are. So, but we were here to investigate. That's what we did. Whether we captured anything or not, that remains to be seen. That'll happen on review. But it was very interesting to get to be inside this building and investigate a building that we have been looking forward to investigating for years. And, you know, even though we didn't have the most exciting experiences personally, that doesn't mean that we didn't capture anything on review, so we'll see how that goes. But in the meantime, just remember, everyone, to like this video, subscribe to the channel, make sure you turn on those bell notifications, and share this video with your friends and family. If you want behind the scenes videos, behind the scenes content, live streams, go over and become a member of the channel or join our Patreon. And until next time, guys, just remember to stay safe, and we'll catch you in the next video.
See ya.